who are some of your musical influences? Like the music that's weaved your journey, the soundtrack that plays in the back of your head. And I mean, it can't be just one, but I mean,
There's plenty. There's
mhm.
just really a lot of them. I've been listening to a lot of Tandiswa, seeing that I'm here. I think it's just a and Simpiwe Dana,
Mm,
the women that speak the voices of
mm,
where I am. Those are
mm.
the women I listen to
Yeah.
currently, but also I listen to some Herbie Hancock all the time. I love the Imagine track that he's just done and collaborated with Pink and John.
Oh,
It's amazing, and then you get Omar come in with the African vibe
yes.
there, which is great in terms of what they're doing with music. That's just what I'm listening. I have a varied taste of music. I can
Yes.
listen to Ianis Morissette sometimes. I can listen to a bit of funk, a bit of rock
Oh,
as well.
yes.
So I've got a huge palette for music.
What's your mood music? Like
My mood music would definitely be R&B,
yeah.
the slow jams
You-
that your great R&B musicians brought your Anita Bakers
Mm,
just off the cuff.
mm.
And then I have the screaming Patti LaBelle that would just wake you up when she tells you, "Don't block your blessings." So there's spaces that we go to when we seek inspiration. And then I love the command of BB Winans when he reminds us
Ooh.
that Humpty Dumpty had a fall. you know. So I listen to so much music.
I
There's so
love
much
it.
music in my head, but mostly old school. But I do listen to the new stuff.
Of course.
The Obama by Osama, by what he's doing,
Zex
Zex
Bantwini.
Bantwini. I always check on what the young vocals are
Sure.
doing in their space. And then obviously always sitting on the periphery waiting, what is Oscar going to say? What is his point of view when he
Yes.
releases something? What is, all the musicians that constantly give us this music and listen to, when is Tebe coming to say something?
Yeah.
So we have these.
When is Black Coffee gonna come home and
Yeah.
drop something or
Mhm.
scoop up
Mm.
2 or 3 more artists that he as he usually does and
Or are
and
they
lo-
ever
and launch
yeah.
careers.
Are they, who's coming back? Which bands are going to go at it one more time?
Yeah.
Are we going to see something come out from Mandla and them? Are they going to give us one more time something to dance to? Something. It's stuff like that. So it's quite.
Is anybody gonna remake any of the classics? Which
Or
one?
are they going to take something and just give it a different twist to preserve it for us?
Right.
So it's constant. Music is constant. Music is our constant. When we're sad, we listen to music. When we celebrate, we listen to music. When we dance, that's what we dance to. Yeah.
When it's quiet, we turn on the music.
Oh, we have the earworms.
Yes.
There's this music in your singing in your ear. Yeah. So we have all music. We're surrounded by it. I call that it's the rhythm of our lives. That's what it is.
What, MsCeeY? What's your opinion on the future of broadcasting? You know, there's so much happening in the world of
Yeah, I
broadcasting.
think for me as well, and I'm not a fearless person.
Yes.
I can go to places and I've been to places where few people come back from. But in the same breath, I approach this industry with respect and caution because it's my sector. It's what kept my heart going for years and
Yeah.
decades now. And sometimes it's equally sad when I look at it and I see the vulgarity that happens. And I refuse to believe this is a new language that young people speak. I respected, and I think most of us broadcasters, we respected the responsibility as a platform to communicate. And I'm not sure now.
And the honor to have an audience
that listens and
to give them.
Yeah, but remember, we were held accountable then.
Oh yes.
We had all sorts of contracts on your back, and after a year, we had to review contracts during that time. Well, the tables are turned now.
We had the
But
BCTSA.
yes, and we had bodies that checked on us
Yes.
as well, and then we had policies. as well. So seemingly in the space, there's little of that exists, and
Mhm.
it's except for Zuckerberg that can do whatever, but also and put you into the jails that he puts you into, whatever.
Oh yeah,
And
7 days, three
yeah,
days, 21
and I
days.
think maybe I'm constantly looking at new solutions. Maybe it's time that we should have a network here in Africa that we deal that is for us by us.
Sure.
Because we can't be, the narrative can't be dictated in terms of what we should
This
do.
is true.
And I'm confident that we feel as young people that are doing that. Sizwe Mpofu is doing quite great in the same breath
Yeah.
as well. And so not all young people are doing the wrong thing.
This is true. This
There's
is very true.
young people are doing the right thing, and I'm good. I'm happy that is happening. But we're going to keep doing what we are doing. We'll bring elegance and professionalism to the spaces that we are in, and we'll continue doing that.
Remember, and I mean, remembering as well, this is a people industry. This is not.
I get shocked. Like, I would sit in a taxi and people would remember the stuff I do, and like, oh my goodness, are you MsCeeY? Like, yes.
Yeah, that's me.
So there's memory. There's people that still that remember you from the things that you do. So with that comes responsibility. But then again, it's a horses for courses situation, because if that's not what you do, or that's not what floats your boat, it won't.
And if it's not what you're into, you don't have to knock it either.
But for me, I respect people, so I want to be remembered for that kind of respect for my industry, for my friends, for my family.
And you've built yourself up to become that person.
That has been my brand.
Respect is a lifelong journey that you weave. Sometimes you lose each other,
but you know what? In our industry, it's key. I've just showed you and demonstrated respect to you with the interview that we just had.
Yes.
That I can call up any great person in a minute, they will oblige.
Yes.
And that is respect for each other and our spaces and stuff that we do. Now, if you don't have respect, and we were young, and also when we were doing this whole thing, and we could have been arrogant, and people would have perceived us in a different way. But thanks to those relationships that have been consolidated, and we can do things with each other even decades later,
and do them well.
Yeah.
Parting words. This is the part that I hate about the show, because my co-host and I.
Don't worry, there's going to be other ones.
There'll be more. There'll be more.
Yeah.
But your parting words. In fact, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Let me turn the music off, because it's one of those. My motto for this year, that I developed for myself for this year, is actually a question. That even if I were to put it on a T-shirt and walk around, people would answer it to themselves. What are you grateful for?
I stay grateful just for health, for life, and for my loved ones. And like I did say to you earlier on, I've been to a place where few people come back from. I lost my only daughter, Glow. And I had to, change gears, and I'm grateful.
Had to dig very deep.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for my family, those around me, the love and support I'm given, and that's what fuels my fire. People would call me up, and we're going through the most. I mean, I speak to people who's lost their kids constantly.
Yes.
And the first question they'll ask me, how do you do it? Perseverance, and then I think I spoke to you about it. I live because I don't want to die.
Yes.
Veronica.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. So we find different inspirations that make us go on and on and on. For me, it's about that. And to the young folk out there, perspire, sweat, You need to sweat to get to where we at.
It doesn't
Come easy. It's not
fall off
handed to you.
trees.
Yeah, you sweat. You've got to sweat. So I've got a program that I do for young people that also speaks about perspiration. What does that mean? You know, because everybody wants easy stuff, but there's no longevity in easy stuff.
No, there isn't.
There isn't.
And there's no future in it either.
So respect the grind. Just respect it.
And put it in.
Perspire.
Yeah. You
Sweat.
definitely have to. You definitely have to. 7 minutes before 12 o'clock, MsCeeY, you are always welcome. That mic will always be here waiting for you. And this door will always be open, and these studios will always be home.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
On your side, dear listener, you could have been anywhere between 9 and 12, but this is where you chose to be. For that, we are eternally grateful. Thank you for making Moment of Truth your 9 to 12 destination. Until tomorrow, take care of yourselves so that you can take care of each other.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook. You're listening to the sound.
Sound good together, huh?
On KNR.